Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. You got Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. Thanks for joining me today. What a beautiful weekend. We got no rain in sight. What's going on? It's so droughty out there, drier than a popcorn fart. I'm telling you. Hey, listen, we got a lot to cover. I was mentioning earlier about the Georgia Attorney General, what is it? Lucretia, whatever it is, Jones, who is under investigation for mortgage fraud, and she's an attorney general. She's arresting people for doing just this type of thing, and she's in back there doing it, putting her dad on the on a mortgage as her husband. I mean, let's face it, there's some shady stuff going on here. Now, she hasn't been proven guilty of anything yet, but I have a feeling there's going to be some heat coming around there. So, did she do it? Didn't she do it? I don't know. It's stacking up pretty bad against her right now. So listen, mortgage fraud is not something you want to play around with. It really isn't. So you just don't do it. You don't do it. You come to somebody like me that's creative enough to get the job done without breaking the law. That's how you do it. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I am the Lone Ranger. You can call me now at 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009. I want to talk a little bit about the market, what's going on with interest rates right now, because it's been up and down and up and down and up and down. I'm telling you, it's difficult to keep up with. So how do you navigate this? You don't. You don't. You can't control the uncontrollables. So don't try to control the uncontrollables. Let the uncontrollables be whatever they are. We can't do anything about it. So what we do is control the controllables. But what I'm finding is that there's opportunities in these markets. Right now, buyers are literally cleaning up right now. Yeah. Are their interest rates a little higher than they like? Yeah, they're in the high sixes. So what? They were like that 4 weeks ago. We got a little better, then we got a little worse. Now, a lot of people are talking about the Fed dropping the Fed rate. Personally, I don't want them to drop the Fed rate. Look at the bond charts. And if you want to go to my website, I show you the bond charts. And I'm going to tell you right now, the bond charts you see every time the Fed drops the Fed rate, interest rates get worse. So now you may say, well, that's a little crazy, Bruce. Why would that be? Explain that to me. Allow me to. Okay. First of all, you have to understand the correlation between stocks and bonds. Stocks are opportunities for institutional money to make money when the market is good. But when it's uncertain, they don't want to lose money. So they park their money in bonds. Bonds don't make a lot of money, but they don't lose money. So it's a very good opportunity to park your money. So why would the Fed lower or increase a Fed rate? To slow down or to stimulate the economy? Well, if they drop the Fed rate, that's designed to stimulate the economy. You got me? You follow me so far? They drop the Fed rate to stimulate the economy. What does it stimulate? It stimulates the stock market. Well, if the stock market's doing well, money's pulling out of the bond market and affecting the yield on the bond market, and interest rates go up. It's that simple, folks. Now, can there be a long-term benefit to dropping the Fed rate? Possibly over a long term, it can. But initially, I usually see interest rates get worse. So I don't want them to. If you look at the bond chart back February 6th, they dropped the Fed rate half a point. Man, interest rates just got way worse. Then they started to get a little better in November. But then on November 6th, they drop it a quarter point. Then they get worse again. Then they started to get better. And then on early December, they decided to drop it another quarter point. And then interest rates got worse again. Then they started to get better. Then the tariff thing comes in. And now the stock market and the bond market have suffered. Now, we had a couple good days in the stock market this week. We had a couple of flat days in the bond market, but nothing to really jump up and down about. Nothing to jump up and down about. So anyway, I'm telling you, interest rates are going to be what they're going to be. They're not horrible. They're just not going to jump up and down about them. So how do we combat that? I will teach you how to negotiate a real estate transaction the way I do it. Now, I don't care what interest rates are when I'm buying homes. I'm looking for the return on the rate of return, not the interest rate. I want to know, how can I make money on this piece of property, either by buying it under value or having enough positive cash flow in rent. Positive cash flow in rent's tough to do in this market with interest rates being up. So we have to look at deals that are going to make us money in equity. That's what a lot of the investors do. They're not going to make positive cash flow on rent today. You will later, but not today. But you can make money on the investment. And that's what we're looking for in today's market. Now, for those of you that aren't investors, you just want to buy a home, it's a great time to buy a home. Sellers are paying closing costs. Sellers are making repairs. Sellers are paying for buy downs for interest rates. There's all kinds of opportunities for you to really take advantage of this market. You want to learn how to buy like an investor? Join me on May 7th in Tampa for my investor wealth building class. This is not a sales pitch. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know that the investors don't want you to know. All the secrets. It's $25 a head to get in, $30 per couple. Pay for it in advance. The only reason I charge you for it is so you show up. I don't like renting these rooms and then you decide at the last minute that the dog's got fleas and you don't show up. Listen, when you come to one of my events, you better walk out of there with takeaways or else I'm wasting your time. I have no intention on wasting your time. I have no intent. I don't have anything to sell you. You got nothing to buy. I got nothing to sell. I'm going to give you information that you'll make money with it. I guarantee you. So you come to my event May 7th. Now I was going to do it at Brio Tuscan Grill, but I'm not going to do it there anymore because it didn't work out with them financially. So I'm going to find another location, but I'm about ready to nail that down. But if you register in advance, if for any reason you thought you couldn't make it to where I switched the event to, I'll refund your money back to you. Okay. As long as you're not asking me for a refund within 3 days of the event. I will have the event picked out within the next few days here. So I will promise you it'll be a central location, maybe Ybor City. I'm not quite sure. I'm looking at that location right now as well. 407 706 3313 or 813 213 4009 or webringyouhome.com. I'm helping people with construction loans regularly right now. I got some new construction. You want to build on your own lot? You want to go find a lot? You don't want to live in a DR Horton community where you're scraping your knuckles on your neighbor next door and every house 5 doors down looks the same as yours and it's just a row of big old boxes. Yeah, I know once you get inside, they can be okay. But listen, you want a better quality built house? You want somebody that's going to hook you up with a builder that's going to build a custom or semi custom home, maybe a lot that's got a little bit of room to stretch out on, maybe a quarter acre, half acre, 1 acre, 5 acres, 10 acres. What are you looking for? I can help you with that. You want to build a home, you want to renovate a home that's already existing. You are in a home and it really needs help and you don't have the money to fix it up. I got renovation loans. I can help you with that. Got my neighbors across the street, Ashley and Steve. Uh, they had twins. They already had 2 boys and they had twin boys and girls. And now they have 4 kids and they're outgrowing their little college park home. And so I hooked them up with Ted Riley, who's a builder here in Orlando. And Ted is going to do a big $150,000 addition and make the house big enough for him. Isn't that something you want to do? Maybe you want to stay in the neighborhood. Maybe you want to fix the house up you already have. I've got the tools to be able to make that happen. All you got to do, give me a call and I'll take care of that for you. No problem whatsoever. The Loan Arranger is right here in your backyard, ready to make things happen. Call me now. I'm easy to reach and I'm accessible and I return phone calls and that's all you need to know. Okay, let's move on. So next week, I want to bring on one of my teammates that does reverse mortgages. You want to know more about reverse mortgages? I got them. I got them. So you want to know more about zero down payment loans like FHA, uh, VA, and USDA. Now, people may say, well, FHA is not 100% financing. I have 100% financing FHA. I've got your standard 3.5%. but I can couple that with a second mortgage and get you in for no down payment. How about that? What if you are high asset, but low income and you want to buy a home? So I had a gentleman come into my office the other day, really nice man, came in and he's got high net worth. He just doesn't have a lot of income and he wants to buy a property. So he had $2 million in his IRAs and but he had other dividend income and he was wanting to use, oh, excuse me for that. I apologize for sneezing on the air. He wanted to use his dividend income for earnings. And although it may have been able to be done, using dividend income is extremely difficult for a lender to use because they have to show consistency. And if you had a downturn in the market, that's inconsistency. And now you don't have as much as you used to have. So it's really hard to do. But I looked at it and I went, you got $2 million in IRAs. Let's go ahead. I will show you how I'm going to convert your IRA into an income stream. He goes, oh, I don't want to start withdrawing from my IRAs. I said, don't you worry, my friend. I'm going to make this happen. So he had been to 2 other banks. They could not do what I do. They couldn't figure out what I do. Most of them can't, but I can. And that's why people come to the Loan Arranger for your help when it comes to financing a home. You want a realtor? You guys aren't picking great realtors. I know you're not. Believe me, because I'm putting out fires from your realtors negotiating horrible deals for you, and you don't even know it. So listen, I created a program called the Loan Arranger Real Estate Rebate Program. I'll say that one more time because it is a mouthful. It is called the Loan Arranger Real Estate Rebate Program. Listen, I'm going to get you a great real estate agent. Whether you want to sell a home or you want to buy a home, I'm going to connect you with a great real estate agent. That real estate agent will be completely vetted by me. I will have done business with them. I've done transactions with them. I know how they negotiate. I know how they return phone calls. I know that they won't make mistakes on their contract. I've got you covered. Now, most companies that do referrals get a referral fee back. So I could do that and get a 25% referral fee because my wife is licensed as a real estate agent. However, I don't do that. I want you to get the referral fee. So I refer you to an agent. They give you up to 25% of their commission, up to $10,000 in rebate. Now, come on. You get a great real estate agent and you get money back to use towards closing costs. I mean, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. You don't like the real estate agent I refer you to? Don't use them. But I'll tell you something. You will win all the way around when it comes to the Loan Arranger Real Estate Rebate Program. Let's talk about other things that may be able to help. I think refinancing, if you want to refinance and you want to drop your rate and lower your payment, I'm going to tell you right now is not the time. I'm the only lender that's going to tell you that it's not the time. So I created a VIP watch list for all of my clients, but I got a bunch of radio listeners that said, I want on your VIP watch list. Why? Because they trust me. And I'm the only one telling them don't refi. Let's hold off. Send me a copy of your mortgage statement. I will add you to my watch list. And when it's time to refinance, then we'll refinance. But right now, I don't want you to do it. Now, if you need debt consolidation because you're loaded in debt, but you have a bunch of equity and you just are struggling to pay your bills, that's a different story. Call me now, 813-213-4009 or webringyouhome.com or Orlando 407-706-3313. Again, webringyouhome.com. I've got everything you need for any kind of mortgage you need that's residential. I don't do commercial, but I do everything else. You want a great lender? You want somebody you can count on? Look up my Google reviews, my Yelp reviews. Look up every reviews. Ask me for client reviews. I'll give you as many as you can call. My name's Bruce Woodburn, and I am the Loan Arranger. Now, I want you to have a great weekend. I want you to call me. I want you to save my number. I want you to know that you can count on me with your friends and family, and I will be there to help you, whether it's refinancing or not. And all you self-employed people, I got the best self-employed program in the market. No tax returns, just your bank statements. Again, you call the Loan Arranger, and I'll be right there for you. Have a great weekend.